Moms!
Thinking that we won't get to see our boys play football anymore. It's been a real exciting season, and it's going to be hard for it to come to an end.
And especially if it's the last child, because this is it.
But we do have the playoffs to look forward to.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
My son change, and grow, and be disciplined, and he's really matured.
Seeing the different aspects of the boys, because like seeing JT, he can be silly and funny, and then turn around and show compassion and generosity to someone who is maybe even on the other team. And so you can see such a wide variety with them.
And I think the way the seniors came together after such a rough season last year, they just came together, the priorities that Coach Moore asked them to set the priorities, and the first being that it's all for God's glory. That was pretty awesome, and I think that brought them together and realizing the real purpose of them being a team and what their priorities are.
Well, I look at Bobby and I think it's almost time. We've done our job. The school has done an excellent job, and it's really, he's a young man, and it's just about time.
No, it's not hard. It's just exciting. How hard would it be for him to not go forward? I don't want him to not go forward.
I think looking
I'm
back
just
and
excited
seeing the
at it.
time that they spent as a football player at FPD and the influence and example that they had with the coaching staff here, Coach Moore and the others, makes me feel better about sending them off, because I feel like that they've seen a lot of good things from those coaches, and they'll be better equipped for having played football here at FPD.
To the coaches and to a lot, this family, it's not just about football. It's about making these guys, these boys, into men. And not only men in the sense of what the world would call men, but men in the sense of what God calls man. And the influence that they've had on our boys' lives, the coaches, has been tremendous. For somebody to come alongside what we do as parents and to encourage that and to back that up.
And these coaches, they're guys, the coaches, including Coach Moore, these boys admire them and look up to them. They think that they're fun, but then they see them being these just wonderful Christian men that really care about them and their character, not just a win on the football field. And I know I find myself thinking that Coach Moore is going to be one of those that James takes into when he's 40. He's still going to look back and say, Coach Moore made a big impact on my life and how I carry myself as a man.
Yeah, Greg Moore has been a good example for all of them.
And the way that they allow their families to come in and be a part of what they're doing, and so our boys get to see them be daddies.
I remember when they were on C-Team, Coach Veazey nicknamed them the class of champions. So I'm hoping that this year that the team will prove him right.
Yeah.
Well, I can remember Evan starting at the Viking Football League. He did soccer too. But the Viking Football League when he was in the 3rd grade. And every time, wherever the ball was, Evan was somewhere else. By the end of the Viking Football League, though, he was after it. He was ready to play.
Well, my son couldn't get in here as an 8th grader, but all his 8th grade year, all he talked about was transferring to FPD. This is the place he wanted to be. He just had his heart set on it. And so I'm just so thankful that his 9th grade year he was ever able to come over and start. And it's a great school academically, but for him it was all about being part of this football program, and it's been a wonderful experience for him.
Likewise for Taylor. He came as a 9th grader, and the kids quickly embraced him. The parents quickly just took them into their hearts, and we're just so proud to be part of FPD. And Taylor has grown, and we're looking forward to his next step as well, and excited about tonight and the playoffs.